Hey everybody, good morning. You're in the kitchen with Julie, or shall I say good afternoon. You're in the kitchen with Julie today. Today we are doing a southern supper. It don't get much southern than this. We are going to do pinto beans, coleslaw, squash patties. That's about it. Oh, and cornbread. Now, you know, this show is all about doing something simple and easy to get you through a meal quickly or quickly as possible. Now, pinto beans, are they quick? No, not at all, because I'm doing them from hard beans. So, this would be good to put on the crock pot and leave them all day. They are good if you soak them overnight. You can look them. Some of you know what I mean by look them. I'm going to show you what looking beans are in a minute. If you soak these overnight in a pot of water, it does cut down on your cook time. It really does, because it goes ahead and soaks up that water, and they're not as hard as they would be if you started out fresh. And the dog just ran through here. If it ain't Aaron, it's the dog now. So, I'm going to do this in sessions. Okay, so we're going to do the beans first and get them on, you know, the pot, because they've got to cook for a while today. I'm off today. I am learning to take my time off when I am off instead of going to work. How many people go in on their days off? Because there's too much crap to do and not enough people to do it. So I've learned that if it gets done, it gets done. I'm taking my days off. Hire more people, whatever. That's up to them. But I'm going to start taking my time off and enjoying stuff, because I need to enjoy my time. Enough of that. Get back to these beans right here. See these beans? We're about to look them, and I'm going to show you what that means. So, I am going to, oh, and I got some ham. Look at that. Look at that. You see that? That's a hunk of ham right there, baby. We're going to cut that up and put in our beans, and that's going to be our seasoning. I don't know if your mamas used to cook beans, your daddy used to cook beans, your grandma used to cook beans when y'all were younger, but I used to love getting a pot of pintos and crumbling up the cornbread in there. But my dad used to make a cake of cornbread, and it was, oh my God, so good. And I never could master that. Some people can make homemade cornbread. That ain't me. I wish I could, just like my daddy. I wish I could, just like him. Yes, it was wonderful. Used a skillet, everything. Put in the oven, beautiful. So, anybody out there that can make that, more power to you. Because that's a gift right there. That and making biscuits. Kudos to y'all. So, we're just going to stick with my little Jiffy mix. And it's quick and easy. And we're all about quick and easy on this show. Not being too easy, though. But anyway. So, we're going to start with the beans. Now, I do have my pot over there with about half of it with water. I've already got it boiling because I can get that going, because that way I can have this process about done by the time it's time for me and Aaron to eat supper. So, you're going to get a bowl, okay, like that. Now, these beans, they came out the dirt. They dirty. You got to wash them. So, you're going to open them. Now, oh Lord, I'm losing my beans already. When you open up the little bag, see right off the bat, you got these broken beans. They broken. It's a half a bean. I don't use them. I don't know why. They weird me out. I don't use them. So you got to look at these beans, because they ain't all going to look good. Some of them's wrinkled up, gnarly looking. Some got dirt clumps. You're going to have rocks in there. I might need to put on some glasses. Hold that thought. Let me go get some little specks. You know, the sight ain't what it used to be. I'm back, y'all. Okay, now these are for up close. So as I look at the camera right now, all I see is a smudgy screen. But you know what? I can see them beans though. So we're going to look these really, really quick. Let me put these down on my nose where it looks like I know what I'm doing. A little special, you know. Now see, that was just all broken up, looking funky. We're going to put that to the side. If you see a clunk of dirt, throw it out. So, give me a second. You'll see some wrinkled up, look like some, I don't know, some kind of black stuff all over them. You ain't got to use them. Some of them look like they've seen better days. I had a good breakfast this morning, y'all. Me and my friend Monkey, you know, the girl that was on the video before this one with me, down there at the land. That's my friend Monkey. We went to breakfast this morning. I had me some eggs Benedict. Over an English muffin with some hollandaise sauce on it. That's good stuff right there. Okay, we looking beans. And some you'll like little paper things. It's the little bean outside the bean. You just throw that to the side. Lord, I got beans going on the floor. So far I haven't found any rocks. Now what I like to do with my beans after I cook them and have them for supper that night. Sorry y'all, I gotta keep looking down while I'm doing this. Because, oh look at that nasty looking thing. Woo! That's an ugly one. Whatever leftover beans that I have, and which I will do my next video probably on what's the name of it? Oh, chili beans. Lord have mercy, it's been a long morning. Chili beans. That's what I use my beans that I have left over for. Because you can't waste some good beans. You can get several meals out of this. You know what I'm saying? Save that money. Oh, there's some more broken ones. We're almost done. And then we're going to wash them real good. Get all that dirt out of there. I thought the dog had a bean. Oh my God. I have freaking beans everywhere. Oh, I missed one. Oh, he's in there somewhere. Who back in the day helped their mom or grandma look the beans? I know I did. Lord, we would go through probably 2 or 3 bags because when Mom made a pot of beans, I mean it was a pot of beans. Because she did the same thing that I do, and I know that's probably where I got it from. You make beans, you make enough to make chili beans the next day. And we love chili beans. If y'all hear a bunch of noise, this is the dog running back and forth after the cat. I think the dog thinks that cat's a squeaky toy. I hear it yell every once in a while. I have to yell at the dog. Okay. What the world? Okay, we're almost done. Okay, so we're going to finish this up. I got them in there. Y'all hear all these little beans hitting the floor and everywhere else. Okay. So, whew, take that off where I can see. We're going to put some water. On our beans. And I like to take my hand, squish them around. That way you can get all that dirt loosened up off of there. Because I'm telling y'all, it is full of dirt. I am not kidding you. That water is filthy right now. I wish I could show you how nasty it is. But we're going to rinse a couple of times. Alright. Okay. Now those are pretty clean, so we're gonna rinse that water off. And I'm gonna dump these in my pot over here of boiling water. I'm not gonna bring it over here to show y'all. That's a little warm. Just saying. Okay, those are in there. Now I'm going to open up my package of ham. It's just a big chunk of ham. If you have ham pieces, that's fine. Whatever you have. And we're going to throw this in there, and that is going to be our seasoning for our meat. Now, like I said, I do not eat. It smells like a dead pig. Which I guess that's what it is. I don't eat a lot of salt. I've told y'all that many times. So that ham will be more than plenty of seasoning for me. More than enough. So we're going to set that to the bowl to the side. I do like to cut up an onion in mine for flavor. Now I do like to save a little onion for whenever I'm eating my beans, because I like a little pile of onions to the side. You know, the good stuff. That way you can throw it in there with it as you're eating it. Or some chow chow on the side. Oh, I love chow chow. And if y'all don't know what chow chow is, you need to look it up. It's a cabbage base side item that you could eat with beans or any meal. It's really good. Now I'm just coarsely chopping this. That is it. It doesn't matter. Some of them aren't as big as the other. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. Now I'm going to throw some pepper in there. A good bit of pepper too. Just saying. Put my lid back on. I'll turn it sideways, let some of that steam out of there. Now, what we're going to do is, we're going to move on to our coleslaw. Now, this may not be exactly the way your grandma done it, your nana done it, whatever, you know. Everybody does coleslaw different. I like the one with carrots in it. Some people don't. Some people like a sweet coleslaw. Some don't. Some like sour, vinegar, you know, whatnot. Let me wash my bowl real quick. Alright, I washed my bowl. No, I didn't dry it. Should have probably, but I didn't. So we're going to put our slaw mix in there. And like I say, this is easy peasy, okay? I just got the slaw mix. You see that? That dog ran to my table. Literally knocked the sucker down almost. Now this one right here has this little sauce with it. I don't know what this is. We're going to sniff it, taste it. I don't know. We'll figure out something. So we're going to put that in there. Throw that over my pile. I got some mayonnaise. I am going to put a little bit of chives in there. Give it that little onion flavor. Now, some people like to chop up onions in theirs too. And that's fine, whatever you want to do. Some people put celery seeds, stuff like that. That is good in there too. This dog, you better not knock me down. I've been falling down enough. One time's enough for me. Okay, so we got a little bit of chives in there. But my neck flap ain't flapping when I do that. Anyway, a little pepper. And if you have a coleslaw recipe that you got that you like, you need to tell me about it, because I love different types of coleslaw. Now, this is a roasted garlic I'm going to put in here. The dog ain't crazy. Just a little bit, not much. A little more. Okay. Now, this is creamy dill weed dip mix. It's just got a bunch of like flavor. It's got some dill in it. I'm gonna put a little bit in there. And like I said, everybody don't like. Now I try different slaws and I do different things almost every time. It ain't always the same because I just like doing different things and have a different taste with my food. So we're gonna And I do have my Duke's mayonnaise. It's a little bit light. Here, let me smell this crap. I don't know what this is. I say crap, but it might be the best thing. It smells like mayonnaise. Let me taste this. I don't know what that is. We're going to stick with just some mayonnaise. I mean, it might be fine once you get it in there. I don't know. It almost tastes like a sweet Valdea onion mix. I think that's what that is. I don't think that was like coleslaw dressing. I mean, that's what they were using for. But it tastes like that sweet Valdea onion flavor, which is fine. Whatever you want, whatever you like. Now, if my dad was making this, he put a little sugar in it. Some people put vinegar, some people put sugar. It is whatever you want. Now, I may taste this and be like, ooh, it needs some sugar. I might taste it and be like, ooh, it needs some vinegar. I have to taste everything. I might not like it. Sometimes I'll try new ingredients and then I'm like, what was I thinking? How can I get rid of that taste? Let me get me a little bit more mayonnaise. I do like my mayonnaise. And Aaron does like Pintos. I know some of y'all might be thinking, is Aaron even going to eat this? Yes, he will. Especially cornbread and Pintos. Okay, now, the reason why this tomato is sitting on this table is because of my daddy. Now, when my dad used to make coleslaw, he used to grate it up himself. You know, hold on, let me take care of this dog. Hold that dog. Hey, get out of there. Right now. Go on. Alright, she was acting the fool in my bedroom. I ain't got time for that. That's my job. Act fool in there. I'm just kidding. Anyway, so Dad would grate up his cabbage, make his coleslaw, put his little bit of sugar in there, and his mayonnaise, and whatever else he put in there, salt, pepper. But he would cut up a tomato in dices and put it in the coleslaw. And it was so good. So tonight I will be doing that whenever I get ready to eat, because I'll let Aaron get what he wants out. Because he doesn't like tomatoes like that. But I do. So that's what I'll be doing later with my tomato. I just want to tell y'all about that. Okay, we're going in for a taste. Smells good. And I probably need to give it time for those chives to, because you know they're dry, you know. That's some good stuff right there. I'm going to add a little pepper though. That is really, really super good. Oh yeah. Yep, I'm about to double dip. That's a keeper. I don't like being spoons on the bowl, although I have. Okay. Okay, so we're done with that. That's going to go in the fridge, and we are done. Coleslaw finished. So, I'm going to take a minute, turn the camera off, clean up this little bit of mess right here, stir my beans, which they ain't ready to be stirred, but I'm going to stir them anyway and look at them. And then I'm going to come back on here, and we're going to make the squash patties. I'll be right back with you. Okay, I'm back, everybody. Got this place cleaned up a little bit. Got my other ingredients out for my squash patties. Now, whenever I went to go get the rest of my stuff for my squash patties, I realized, where is my grater? Can't find it. So I was thinking, you know what? This is actually a good thing. What if somebody's watching this and I'm like, oh, you use this grater, and they don't have a grater? Well, I'm going to show you. I have chopped up some of these. That way you don't have to spend time watching me make little chopped up pieces of squash. They look like little tiny julienne fries, but they're shredded up. So what I did was I cut them really thin. Yeah, you can see the table. I'll make sure you can see the table. Cut them up really thin. Do the whole little squash. Keep chopping. It's okay if they're not all the same size. Ooh, I'm getting a little brave there. Wash them fingertips. Okay, so once you get those cut up, make you a nice little stack on the side, and you're just going to start going down very thinly. Just stay really close to the first cut. Now don't get your stack too high, because then you're going to get near the end. You're going to press down. It's going to go shooting across the room. Or let it go down a little bit, then chop. Just remember that when you get to the end of it. And you have thin little things like this. Can you see that? Put it from my jacket. You can see it. Put that in there. Make your next little stack. Little cuts. Like that. And you're going to finish up the rest of your squash. It sounds like I'm going really fast, but chances are I probably missed it 5 times and hit the thing, and it sounds like I was going, you know, it wasn't really like that. Watch your little digits. Watch your fingernails. Okay, we're going to put that in there. Now, I got spring onions. I got the best looking ones we had at the store, which isn't saying much. I should have went and got them at the farmer's market or something. They would have looked a little better. But little spring onions, we're going to chop them up, put them in there. We are going to rinse these off too, by the way, before we actually use them. Just peel that strip off of there. That little skin off of there. And I think 2 would be enough. We're going to wash that off real good. Give it a little shake. Now, we're going to cut these up, little, tiny little strips. You can go up into that green a little if you want to. Ain't gonna hurt nothing. Got me a nice little handful of onions there. I'll put those in there. I am going to use a little bit of these chives too. I like a chive. I'm opening the lid for this one. It looks pretty too. We will put a little bit of garlic. If you don't like garlic, if you're allergic to garlic, that is possible. My daughter's allergic to garlic. It makes her itch. Put your little garlic in there. Like I say, any ingredients that I put in something, you do not have to. You can substitute, leave out, add, whatever you want. It doesn't matter. So, we got all that in there. We're going to break a little egg. I'm going to do it in the bowl first. That broke kind of funny. A little kind of weird. And I'm doing that. I'm weird about stuff. I broke it in there just in case it had a little bit of blood in it. It wouldn't be in my mixture because it's kind of hard to dig it out of all that. So we're going to dump an egg in there. Okay. This is how we're looking so far. Can you see that? We'll my egg goes slipping out of there. So we're going to move some of this junk out of our way. We're going to add a tiny bit of flour. And when I say a tiny bit, maybe that much. Maybe that much. What we're mainly doing is we're just going to mix it up and get it to stick. Sorry, I stepped out of the frame for a second. You can add a little bit of buttermilk, or you can add regular milk. Just a little. That one's for Dad. Okay, so we're going to take this, stir it up. Now, if you are grating the squash, like grating, like if you are doing that, then you will probably need to squeeze out your squash, because sometimes it will get a little watery. Just its natural juices, just from grating it. Just squeeze it out and make it, you know, a little drier. Okay, so this looks like I'm going to have to add a little bit more of the flour, because you want it to stick together. I'm watching my oil over here. I have oil in my frying pan getting warm. Or hot, actually. And I'm just really trying to get this to where it's going to stick together really good. If you use more squash than, you know, what I have in here, if you're making big batches, then add another egg to it. Or a little bit more buttermilk. Okay, and if you want salt, of course, you add salt if that's what you want. And I know I keep repeating that whole I don't eat a lot of salt, but if someone's new watching my show, then this channel, whatever you want to call, they may be like, well, why didn't she just add salt to it? So that's why I repeat myself, you know. All the people who keep coming back watching the episodes, then you know why. But for new people, I don't eat a lot of salt. Now, see, that looks like it's going to make a nice little patty. Now, it's okay if it's falling apart. When it goes in the frying pan, it will cling together and make a little patty. So, in my pan, whenever I stick y'all over there to look at it, the oil's going to look a little weird. Some people say oil, I say oil. I'm from the country. But I tried to spray some non-stick spray that I had in there to the bottom, because I didn't want it sticking, and then I put the oil in and it kind of separated a little bit. So if you see something funky, that's what it is. Now I am going to bring this over here because you can look and see what this looks like. Now you can chop up more onion. I don't know if you can see here. Let me, oh, hold on. I think oh, there it goes. There it goes. The ring light's a little bright. There we go. So we're going to go over there and put this in our frying pan. I'll turn you off a second, turn you back on when we get over there. Oh, that is bright, ain't it? Oh, there we go. That's a little bit better. Okay, I dropped a little piece of onion in there to see if it was hot enough. And it seems like it is. So we're going to start putting some mixture in there. And then see what we got. And we're going to let that fry. And then when it gets brown on one side, we're going to flip it over and fry it on the other side. Now some people fry these up, then they put them in the oven for 10 minutes, or some people eat them right away. If they don't mind, sometimes they can be crunchy. It depends on how big your pieces are. If it's shredded, you can eat it right away. It doesn't matter. It's just kind of a little crunch to it the way I've got it. But if you use the grater, it would be thinner. Hopefully they won't stick. But you know what? It is what it is. If it does. Oh, look, they're not sticking at all. Wonderful. That's great. Now you can do these with potatoes, potato patties, zucchini. Oh, they're getting a little golden brown. Okay, we are going to turn these and see what we got. We just need to be really careful. Do I suggest sticking your finger in it like that? No. You can get burned. I do have me a plate ready with a little paper towel to soak up a little bit of that grease. We got the second batch in. I'll keep going until I get all this mixture done. Okay, this is the last batch that I'm taking out. A couple of these got a little bit dark. I was trying to clean the kitchen. Don't those look good? Oh my gosh, those look great. Alright, I'm going to turn you off and I'll turn you back on when I get it all over here at the table. Okay, we're back. The patties are done and they are absolutely beautiful. Let me get a closer look for y'all. Look at that. I've got my spring onions on there. Turn that light down a little bit. They are absolutely beautiful. Alright, turn the light back up. Now, I am going to make a dipping sauce for this. And like I say, you can do any kind of sauce that you would like, change ingredients, whatever you want to do. I am just doing a big, about 2 spoonfuls of mayonnaise, 2 spoonfuls of sour cream, a little bit of horseradish. It's just the grated up horseradish for a little bit of twang. Put that in there. Give that a little stir. Now, this is some stuff I found. It is wonderful. It is Duke's Carolina Gold Barbecue Sauce. Let me come a little closer. Make sure you get that. Hopefully you can see that. I don't know if that helped or not. Turn off the light. But it is Duke's Carolina Gold Barbecue Sauce. And it is really, really, really good. It's good for wings, your barbecue sauce. And I'm just putting a couple of big squirts. You can put a little bit to taste. And it almost looks like a very, very, very light brown mustard, sort of. And if it's not tangy enough, add some more of that horseradish. but it looks like that. I'm going to give it a little taste on the old finger. That's pretty good. A little tangy. It's sweet, but tangy. But I like horseradish. I would be fine with adding more horseradish. I am going to use one of these. We're going to taste this and see what it tastes like. Oh my gosh. That's good stuff, y'all. And honestly, you don't even really need dipping sauce. And you can make these crunchier if you want to. I don't like mine real crunchy. You taste that squash. It's like a very powerful squash taste with bread that's seasoned. Very good. I am double dipping. Just me and Aaron. Now that is really, really good. And that is going to taste so good with our supper tonight. Now, the only thing we got left to do for this meal is get our cornbread done. I may let Aaron mix that up. I'm fixing to go to, in a little while, about 30 minutes, go pick him up from school. And I will see if he wants to do the cornbread for y'all. And if he does, then I will wait until he gets home, we get back, and he'll do it himself or I will. So, our meal of coleslaw, pinto beans, our squash patties, and our cornbread is almost complete. Now, it will be a couple of hours more, or 3, until these beans are done. So, what we will do, Aaron can film making the cornbread muffins. Then we will have to turn the camera off for a couple of hours or 3 or 4 hours to let these beans finish cooking, because you want them to be soft. And depending on how high you have it, or if you soaked your beans, it depends on how long it would take to cook them. That's why I said it's a really, oh, the crumb, I gotta eat that. Look like an onion or something. It depends on what you've done to your beans to prepare them. If it's raw like I did, it's gonna take longer. If you soaked your beans overnight and they'll soak up all that water, it won't take as long. That's why I said in a crock pot, put it on that morning, and when you get home, you've got some good beans. So what I'm going to do is, I am going to have to wrap this up. We will have to reheat it, but I did want to get this video done. So I went ahead and done this process now, but we will have to reheat this when it's time for us to eat. You can eat these cold, hot, whatever you want to do. It doesn't matter. You can sit in front of the TV with this plate and it would be good. So I'm going to turn this camera off for a little while, and I will probably leave you with a picture of, a little short video of our beans over there boiling away. And I'll have to turn that off, of course, whenever I go get Aaron, because I don't have them in a crock pot. They're on the stove, and with these crazy animals running around the way they do, I ain't trusting nobody. Feels just Molly. She's a good girl. Yeah. But this new dog runs around like a crazy dog. Running, trying to stop and slide down the whole hallway or the kitchen, knocking stuff over. I came back, my dog done got in the trash, which there wasn't much in it. Got it everywhere. I had it cleaned up. I had to introduce her to a flip-flop. Just saying. No, I did not beat the dog. No, I did not hurt the dog. But I did pop her butt good. I don't think she'll be in that trash no more. I'm just saying. Alright, I'm going to turn this off, give you a picture of the beans, and then I'm off here for a little while. I'm going to show y'all my new pot holder. I like big cakes, and I cannot lie. I don't know if y'all know this, but I am actually a cake decorator by trade. Now for the beans, which I need that pot holder for I hurt my little self. Now we got them. I did turn it down that way. Look at that. Give that a while longer. Where's that hunk of meat? Yeah. That still got few hours of cooking to go, y'all. We'll turn it up until I have to leave. Hey, y'all. Hey, everybody. We're back in the kitchen. Went and picked up Aaron. He said he does want to do the cornbread muffins. And we are doing the Jiffy honey muffins. Honey muffins. Okay. So, Aaron, what are you going to do first?
So, we have gingerbread men and Christmas trees. I know it's like October, but yeah. First, you're going to spray it.
You might want to do your mixture first.
That is true.
Okay.
How do you do this?
Talk louder because everybody can hear you.
How can you do this?
Read it. We've made this, I don't know how many times.
1 egg, 1/3 cup of milk.
Okay. So your ingredients are going to be milk and 1 egg. You need spray, your measuring cup, a bowl.
Why can't you take it out?
And then your containers. Just open it up and pour it, please. There's a glue to the bottom. And there's your spoon.
Oh, it's funky.
Okay, let's move that out of the way.
Hopefully I won't crack this egg badly.
And it only takes about, I don't know, 15 minutes or so to hurry up and put it over the, well, not over that, but okay. That's why I have that. Hurry, honey, open it up.
Yay! Where I put it?
I'll turn it upside down and put it in the sink.
I saw one do this before. Ooh, that's
Wash
cold.
your hands.
I don't like that. Don't want to get salmonella. Salmonella is really hot.
5 years later.
That's not nice.
Alrighty. Gonna do your milk.
You do 1/3 of a cup. Right there.
Just set it down flat. Pour it in.
It's too much. Yes, too much.
Okay, why don't you pour some back in there?
Yep.
Okay, pour that in. Okay, we're going to stir it up real good until it's all mixed in. How was school today?
Good.
Aaron has started playing the trumpet in band. How's that going so far?
Good.
They're learning to play hot cross buns. So any of you band people out there, remember those days. Okay, hurry up and finish stirring it. Get all the lumps out.
Oh, that's not gonna happen.
If you do have a bunch of lumps and you're not using a whisk, you can take the back of the spoon and press up against the edges of the bowl to break up your big clumps. As you're stirring, don't flap it out.
I think that's good. I'm gonna get it.
Okay, now you need to spray your pan. And like Aaron said, we are using the little gingerbread men and Christmas trees. Hopefully this bakes up nice. Spray that over the sink, that way it doesn't go all over everything. Okay, Aaron, get it down and spray it, honey.
It's a lot.
Now if you don't get all the cracks, it's not going to release. But you're missing a lot. Okay, do the other two. Okay, just hold it down and spray it instead of doing little spurts like that, and just get it all around.
That's a lot.
Okay.
Like, that's a lot.
Okay, let's do what we got to do here. Okay, start spooning those in, and we may have to do a couple of batches of this because I don't think it's going to hold all of it. And you don't want to fill it all the way up to the top, especially if you're doing little molds like this. Okay, that should be good on that one. Yeah, we'll probably be making
Will
a
you be
couple
able
of
to
trays.
taste this
Taste it?
spray?
No.
Hey, good. Or a little bit more.
That's good. Go to the next one.
I just have enough for one.
No, that'd be good. That way we won't have to keep doing them. Okay, keep going.
That's awesome.
2 more after this one. There you go. Almost there. Okay. 1 more. Maybe you can add a little bit more to the couple of that one gingerbread man, that tree, and we might have it all in there. If it goes over a little bit, it's alright.
I'm thinking that's good.
Okay.
We'll still have a little bit
Put
left.
that in the sink. Here, let's clean up the top just a little bit.
Just have that much left.
Okay. Hand me a paper towel, please, sir. And then rinse that out in the sink.
This? And the cup?
Yeah. You know, a lot of people say they don't like to cook because it's so messy. But I find that if you kind of clean as you go, when you finish one task and you're getting ready to move on to the other, just clean up some of your mess and it's really not that bad. Now, if you wait till the end and you have every dish in the house dirty, yes, it's going to take a while. Now, I'm going to put this in the oven. I got it at like 350, 375. We're going to leave it in there for about 10, 15 minutes and we'll see. You just have to test them and see when they're done according to how fast your oven bakes. Alright, and we will come back and check on this later. Oh God, I had a pain in my foot. Alright, come back around here, hurry up. Okay, everybody, we have gotten the muffins out of the oven. Hey, close that window, that's awful bright. Oh, my ring light ain't on either. Sweet niblets. What is happening right now? Alright. So we got these out of the oven. They look like that. You done? Nasty, what are you doing? Anyway, we got these out of the oven. So I'm just going to turn them on this plate and hope they pop out.
Oh, crap.
Oh,
One came out. Yay. They're all coming out. Yay. I'm happy.
they did.
They're so cute.
Well, you know, we did make them a little rounded, but on the edge it does look like little gingerbread men.
I'm so happy.
And we got little trees. How cute is that? Okay, so we're going to plate up some food, and this is going to be our supper. Aaron, this is Aaron's lunch plate. He likes to keep them separated. He usually puts this big glob of ketchup right here and douses all his food in ketchup, and he can't taste nothing but ketchup. He don't know what anything tastes like because it's all ketchup flavor.
That's a good thing.
Okay. Alright, so let's get our plates. I'm going to dip out our pinto beans first.
Take a muffin.
I know you will.
I'll take 2 muffins, actually.
Alright, if you can bring your little plate over here, let me get you some beans.
These muffins are so cute.
Here, come here.
Oh, I'm coming.
Which? There's your some. If you can get my plate, please. And this hunk of ham looks good.
Ew, the hunkle hunkle. These are on our plate.
Okay. So. I'm plating this up that way I can show you what a plate will look like. We got our slaw right here, and I do love slaw. Put me some slaw on there. And I forgot to cut up my tomatoes, but I'll do that in a little while. Don't dump your plate out.
I probably will.
Alright, and I'm going to get me a fritter. Yeah, I'm using my fingers.
Did they have fritter?
Well, it's a squash ball. A little bit of dip. There's something to dip if you want to try it. It's really good. Some cornbread. And a spring onion. And I'm going to show you what this meal looks like up close. If I can get this dog to get out from underneath my dang feet. Ah! Turn that light down a little. Oh crap, I'm having issues. I will take a better picture in a little bit, but why can I not figure out which way to put this? There, that should be good. Aaron, what are you doing? There we go. That looks better. So anyway, we are going to try this and see how it is.
Bread.
Alright, what you got?
Bread.
Try the bread first. Okay. I'm going to eat some slaw.
His head was good.
That's really, really good. I'm not going to eat too much off my plate because I do want to take a picture. Oh my god. Will you find that? It's really, really good.
Ew!
They are good.
I can't believe you just did that.
These are good.
Are you Shrek?
Not today. We do have ham in the pot. I may cut a little piece of ham off and eat it with it.
Mm-hmm.
Or with the beans. I haven't tried the beans. I'm gonna love me tomorrow.
Ew.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
Those have really, really good flavor. Really good flavor. So this is our supper tonight, y'all. I'm so glad that you joined us today. It's a little bit longer video, but I hope you enjoyed it. Just to see how a meal is actually put together. How you can use different things in your kitchen. And some things you may have to go get, some items you may have. But these are supposed to be quick and easy recipes for you to be able to do when you get home. Like I said, the beans did take longer because they have to cook during the day. But if you would, please hit the like button, subscribe, right?
Mm-hmm.
We would love to get to 100 subscribers. I think we're at 89, but my goal is to get to 100 this month. So if you could subscribe, even if it's after that, that's fine too. I love subscribers. Leave me a message, a comment, almost the same thing. Hit the like button, hit the notification button. That way you'll know when our videos come out, our new ones. But thank you so much. God bless. Have a good day. And this is our meal for tonight, our supper. So you're good to go. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye. That wasn't... So what are you doing, Aaron?
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
You had to go get the ketchup, didn't you?
Yeah.
A little bit. That's enough. Get the flavor.
It's never enough.
Ketchup, I swear.
I don't understand why you're so in denial about it.
Okay, the boy loves his ketchup. Bye-bye.